So the beauty of this part of the episode is, this
Take
is...
me glasses off. That's the beauty of it.
Is that this whole channel is built around a friendship. That's really at the heart of it. In other words, even if we weren't recording, although it's fun to be recording, and thank you for watching, it's the fact that we just happen to enjoy each other's company, even when we're not paying attention to what the other person is saying because we're trying on helmets.
I'm listening. I was just baiting myself.
We thought we'd take a moment to share some memories. Favorite memories that we have. What's a memory that you think of when you think of something Irish? What's a memory that you think of when you think of one of those memorable moments you have in your life that you'll cling to, even when you're old and gray? And then lastly, I thought we might share a brief memory about how we met or something.
Yeah, so definitely. You first, sir.
Sure. My Irish memory is when I was a kid, my parents got this CD, which for all you youngins out there, it's a thing. Go look it up.
It's not quite as old as a tape.
Yes.
But it's also not quite as old as an LP.
We are aging ourselves. We remember Blockbuster. Rest in peace.
To Blockbuster.
Yes, to Blockbuster. Not the show.
There's a show.
Didn't Netflix have a show about the last Blockbuster?
Oh, I don't know. I watched it yet.
Oh, there you go. My family got a CD of the 20 best Irish pub songs. And there was this one, the song Whiskey in the Jar. And it was,
we did that one. By the way, we did that one very early in the channel.
It was done live, and it was one of my favorite moments. And we did it as the Max Rebo Band. Yeah.
We did, yeah.
But it was one of my favorite memories because it was obviously done live, and there was obviously a drunk guy that was near the microphones. And so throughout this recording, you would have the singer, and then you'd hear this heckler off stage shouting. And I thought, it was the funniest thing. And now as I get older, I have more and more respect for the fact they finished the song. Because you'll have this, 'twas early in the morning. How early? What happened, laddie? It's I got to love his money. Oh, I love money. It's that kind of thing where you have this running commentary. And it's like when a comedian's trying to do a bit and someone's being really obnoxious. And you're just sitting there going, man, props to them. So that's one of my first Irish memories because I thought that was the funniest thing was they had this heckler and they still finished the song, but it just makes the song. I'll never hear Whiskey in the Jar without hearing that running commentary of that random person who happened to be at the pub when they recorded it that night.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love that. That's that's trad music.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I love that. So for me, my earliest memory of Irishness of any type was my grandfather. My grandfather would tell me stories about our life and our history and our family and where we came from. He hailed from the Isles. And I remember the first time that I went to my first Celtic festival. Being where I'm from in Mississippi, we have a lot of those. It's a very Irish populated area, and so we had a huge Celtic festival. And I remember all the stories in my head of as being a little boy and all the things I was told, me being a musician and all those things. But I remember going to the Irish festival and finding a booth that had lineage tracing, and they did all the things. This is before Answers.com was a thing. I went up to the booth and asked them, I was like, my last name is McGowan, and I was like, I'm a McGowan. Where do I come from? I know it's clearly from the Isles. I don't know where. I remember this old guy came up to me that was doing this, and he said, you have a bit of a unique last name. It's not, it's not like a rarity in the world of no one has this last name by any means. But he said you have a unique one because where you come from is old. It's very old. And he found my family crest, and it was really a touching moment to me. And he gave me a copy of the crest, and it was very plain. There was no dignitaries on it. There was nothing fancy about it at all. He gave me this crest, and he said, this is a very rare thing to see is a full white crest. It was a white background with a sword holding, with a sword with one hand and a torch holding on the bottom with two hands. And he said, you have something special, young man. You should remember this. And it's the fact that my family name comes from the county Gow, but they were blacksmiths. They were metal workers, and my father was a metal worker. In my lifetime, I've been one as well. And the first time I shared that with my father and my grandfather, it was a very touching moment. That we, as the patriarchs of our family, were the oldest. We're the oldest males of our family. Not that matters, but we're the oldest males of our family, and show them where we came from, because they never really knew. They never knew there was an actual tracing of that back to the Isles, back to where we're from. We never really knew. That was the first real memory, hardcore memory I have of tracing myself back to that land.
Here's to that. I'm going for the beer. Sorry.
Sláinte.
And to you.